let's look at this very quickly. 1 hour pressure cooker. Do you think those can continue bullish? Some stuff here from. So this is technically bullish here. This is a 3-day pressure cooker, right? So above the 3-day pressure cooker usually suggests that as long as you're above this 3-day pressure cooker, dips here or buys to then go higher. Okay, so that's the first call here. This is a breakout of this 3-day pressure cooker. This is developing. You can see that this white 100 is coming over the top of price and should continue up like that, meaning that bullish consolidation on dips here into it should eventually go higher again, as long as you retain the price above this white 100. So let's flip now down. Actually, I want to go up. Actually, I want to check. So we are now bullish. This is a bullish setup. This is a nice wick at the bottom. It came right down into the bottom of here, and we are flipping green, and we are now attempting. This is the problem. This is the resistance point. It's the previous quarterly high that we are stuck on. If we break that, the market is likely to pop pretty hard. Okay, so that is the resistance point. That is what's going on. That is where the market is stuck at, but you can see it's green on the monthly. There is this stop hunt here on a monthly, which is a slight concern, but there's only 7 days left, and this is still strong. So what it is suggesting, even if it closes here for the month, this is still a chance of doing that on the next month, right? Dips here are saying that it still buys because this is strong. It's moving back up. This is if you want to just put this here, you can kind of see this is a major support level here. Now if we can start breaking above that and kind of holding this sort of range, this is the green line is a major level as well. So let's drop it down now after looking at some of that and look to see what is going on here on the 1 hour. Yeah, okay. Like you can see the same thing here. These bases can take time to kind of play out. It's not the same down here, of course, but the white 100 coming over the top like that. These can chop. I think this needs a bit of time, right? This needs a bit of time here, chopping about and consolidate. Let's see the sentiment. Sentiment is dropping. This is on the larger time sentiment, so it may need a little bit of time. This is not ideal for a breakout at this point in time. It's kind of saying this is still consolidating. Yeah, it is interesting though, I have to say. Those sentiments I looked at are on the larger time frames. I really do like the fact that this has taken liquidity here. This drop down took liquidity, popped up, and we are now bullish in theory. So, as far as a yearly chart goes, this looks pretty bullish, right? Just for reference, this looks like next year Doge is going to continue and do something like this, pump and push up in here into this wick. So the larger time frame sentiment was not great. This smaller time sentiment, this is all under 100. You know, it starts on 20, 35, 50, 70 and 100. These are the smaller ones. Now these are looking a little bit better in the short term, at least trying to be. Now they have not all flipped green yet, but they are trying here. This is interesting. This could move relatively soon. I think it needs a little bit of time. This is a 1 hour chart, by the way, but you know, a little bit of this and it could then make that move. This is trying to be bullish, trying to be bullish, trying to be bullish, trying to be bullish, and trying to be bullish. The negative is kind of past us at this point in time. So if 2 or 3 of these start to flip bullish on these smaller time frames, you could then maybe try to enter this trade. Otherwise, you could watch a dip on this to see. Because that candle that we looked at, the 3-day that dipped down, or was it the daily that dipped down to take liquidity, that is a bullish, it's a daily. Let's flip it back here so you can see here, that's a bullish dip. That is suggesting now that this is bullish, right? Above this white line, this is bullish. This is your deviation, this is your stop hunt, this is your liquidity grab into your stop hunt, and this is now attempting to be bullish. So I do think that this will move higher. It's looking good at this point. However, the larger sentiment is not confirming it's ready for a move, but the near-term sentiment is trying to set up, meaning, you know, maybe on a new day this might be ready to move. It just may need a little bit of time, but it's kind of suggesting that maybe it's not ready right now, but it's getting interesting. Don't get me wrong, that sentiment is trying to flip green on a smaller time frame. So I think if it doesn't move today, I think he could probably trade this on a new day. Look for dips down into this wick here to look to buy. You want to see price holding above this white line.